Cause, a case study of 3 fillies and their various attempts to acquire their cutie marks, by Princess Twilight Sparkle. The following entries are chronicling the numerous attempts of 3 young fillies and their various attempts in acquiring their cutie marks. These ponies, Apple Bloom, Sweetie Belle, and Scootaloo, have taken part in a number of activities in order to find their special talent. However, despite these attempts, none of them have granted these fillies their cutie marks at the time of this record. I, Princess Twilight Sparkle, have taken it upon myself to document these endeavors, with permission of the subjects. Date 10/22 of whatever year this is. 12:09 p.m. Location: Cutie Mark Crusaders Clubhouse on Tweedledee Acres. Attempted activity: clothing design and sewing. Transcript: Sweetie Belle arrived with a sewing machine borrowed from her sister's shop, Carousel Boutique. Upon discovering the lack of materials to be used to be made into clothing, the fillies began to use items that they had within the clubhouse itself. End result: 4 dresses were made of leaves, paper mache, their own Cutie Mark Crusader capes, chunks of mane and tail hair from each filly, lumber, and various other objects. See attachments 1.1 through 1.4. 1 broken sewing machine. Rarity appears to be in tears over how badly damaged the sewing machine was. Sweetie Belle was grounded. Apple Bloom had to be assisted after sewing her own bow into a dress while it was still tied to her mane. Cutie marks? Negative. Date 11/18 of whatever this year is. 4:13 p.m. Location: Ponyville Schoolhouse. Attempted activity: private investigation. Transcript: The Cutie Mark Crusaders were presented with a case by their teacher, Shirley, who had an answer key to a test stolen. The entire schoolhouse was placed on lockdown by the Cutie Mark Crusaders, despite them not having any authority to do such, and against Shirley's insistence that these fillies return to their seats. All 3 fillies took turns investigating and interrogating the entire class. End result: mystery was solved. Shirley misplaced the answer key by placing it within the wrong textbook. While each filly seemed to have a talent and showed excellent critical thinking skills, all 3 claimed it was too much work and gave up when presented with a new case from a fellow classmate, Pipsqueak. Scootaloo appeared to thoroughly enjoy playing bad cop. All 3 fillies surrendered their badges at the end of the day, despite never being issued any. Investigation ongoing as to where said badges came from. Cutie marks? Negative. Date 12/30 of whatever this year is. 9:02 a.m. Location: Sugar Cube Corner, Ponyville. Attempted activity: baking. Transcript: Each of the Cutie Mark Crusaders attempted, with the supervision of Mrs. Cake, to bake a pie of their choosing. At the insistence of the fillies, the taste tester was selected to be myself, Princess Twilight Sparkle. End result: all 3 fillies finished baking a pie, and each were presented to myself. See attachment 2.1 to 2.3. The results were as follows. Apple Bloom, a tart apple pie. A solid blend of flavors, but still plenty of room for improvement. Sweetie Belle, a pumpkin pie with chocolate frosting and gummy worms as a topping. Interior of the pie was soupy, while the toppings were not suitable for a pumpkin pie. Scootaloo, omitted. The stomach was pumped shortly after the first 3 bites. Cutie marks, negative. However, there was a false positive with a splatter of chocolate on Sweetie Belle's flank. 8:01:09 of whatever year this is. 2:32 p.m. Location: Bunny Slope, Ponyville Snow Park. Attempted activity: skiing/snowboarding. Transcript: upon beginning skiing down a slope, the Sweetie Belle repeatedly fell face first into the snow. Apple Bloom refused to jump off the chairlift at the top and rode back down to the bottom each time she rooted up the hill. Scootaloo performed well down the hill with no ill effects. End result: Sweetie Belle acquired a mild case of hypothermia, disappointed about the lack of actual bunnies on the bunnies. Scootaloo wishes to return. Cutie marks, negative. Date: 02/17, whatever year this is. 10:13 a.m. Location: Ponyville. Attempted activity: playing Matchmakers. Transcript: the Cutie Mark Crusaders decided to play Matchmakers again. However, this attempt at such only lasted a few moments. End results: Cutie Mark Crusaders had to be reminded that Hearts and Host Day had already passed. Also had to repeatedly insist that I was not searching for a special system pony at this time. Cutie marks, negative. Date: 03/01 of whatever year this is. 2:56 p.m. Location: Golden Oak Library. Attempted activity: card counting. Transcript: not available. End result: I absolutely refuse to allow this attempt to occur under my roof or under my watch. Cutie mark not attained. Date: 03/26, whatever year this is. 10:21 p.m. Location: empty field outside of Ponyville. Attempted activity: Aerospace engineering. Transcript: Apple Bloom began earlier in the day by constructing what could be mistaken for a rocket ship. In reality, it was an upside-down pig trough. Upon being seen by Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo, the three continued to build upon the item until it resembled a spacefaring vessel from science fiction. Scootaloo insisted on being the pilot and constructed a ramp to assist with launching the ship into the air. See attachment 3.1. End result: after somehow obtaining professional-grade fireworks and matches, I stepped in to stop the lighting of the fuse. However, it was already lit, and I quickly evacuated the 3 Fillies away from their wooden vessel. The supposed spaceship exploded and caused a great fireworks spectacle for all of Ponyville. The vessel did not obtain lift and was destroyed. All 3 Fillies were grounded. Investigation into from where they obtained the fireworks is currently undergoing. Cutie marks, negative. Date: 04/12, whatever year this is. 4:13 p.m. Location: barn, Sweet Apple Acres. Attempted activity: a rehearsal of a live musical performance as a rock band. Apple Bloom playing the acoustic guitar, Sweetie Belle playing the accordion, and Scootaloo playing the trumpet. Transcript: an argument broke out before the three Fillies played a single note in regard to what sort of music they were playing. The fight amongst them continued, escalating to shouting and name-calling. At that point, the Fillies began throwing their instruments at one another. Apple Bloom's older brother, Big Macintosh, arrived and broke up the commotion. End result: one acoustic guitar destroyed, no music was played, all three Fillies were grounded. Cutie marks: negative. Date: 04/27, whatever year this is, 2:47 p.m. Location: Fluttershy's cottage. Attempted activity: gardening. Fluttershy supervising. Transcript: with the assistance of Fluttershy, each of the Cutie Mark Crusaders selected a seedling to care for and nurture. End result: after transplanting the seedling into a portable pot, Apple Bloom's seedling began to move and speak. See attachment 4.1. It started to call itself for Cynthia, and will be hoping to bloom in the next month. This caused the Cutie Mark Crusaders and Fluttershy to scream in horror and run out of the cottage. As of this writing, Apple Bloom is currently in therapy. Sweetie Belle has not left her home in 4 days, and Scootaloo has not been heard of since the incident. Fluttershy is still shaken. Investigation ongoing if Discord was responsible for the incident. Cutie marks: negative. Addendum: Scootaloo has been found. Date: 05/19, whatever year this is, 8:50 p.m. Location: Ponyville Theater. Attempted activity: stand-up comedy. Transcript: open mic night at the Ponyville Theater began with a number of regular performers, short sets, and inspiring the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Sweetie Belle was first to take part, performing a set that mostly consisted of her doing an impression of her sister Rarity. The audience seemed receptive to her set. Scootaloo went second, performing a set that included self-deprecation. The audience also seemed receptive to Scootaloo's set as well. Apple Bloom was the last of the Cutie Mark Crusaders to perform. Her set consisted of a single setup, after which she vomited on stage. She was then heckled, to which she responded by physically attacking the audience member. End results: a fight broke out amongst the entire audience. Damage to the theater totaled 384 bits. Apple Bloom and Scootaloo both now have police records in the town of Ponyville. All three of the Cutie Mark Crusaders suffered minor injuries, as well as 7 of the audience members. Cutie marks: negative, but Apple Bloom stole the microphone from the stage in the ensuing chaos. See attachment 5.1. Date: 05/31, whatever year this is, 2:09 a.m. Location: Canterlot Castle. Attempted activity: stealth/espionage. Transcript: the Cutie Mark Crusaders drafted and laid out a proposal to break into and sneak about the royal palace of Princess Celestia and Princess Luna in Canterlot. Despite my insistence of them to drop the plans prior, they carried through with their plans. All 3 of the Fillies were captured within 30 minutes of entering the castle. The Cutie Mark Crusaders split up after they were discovered by the Royal Guard. Approximately 15 minutes into the mission, Sweetie Belle galloped out into the Royal Garden and was found crying behind the fountain. Apple Bloom appeared to get lost and ended up in the East Wing kitchen, where she was apprehended. Scootaloo, the last villain to be captured, made her way to the throne room and almost reached redacted by royal decree. End results. All three of the Cutie Mark Crusaders have charges of breaking and entering, espionage, and la majesté brought up against them, as well as Scootaloo having the additional charge of high treason. Royal Guard security has been increased. Cutie Marks, negative. Addendum. Charges were dropped, but all three of the Cutie Mark Crusaders are ordered to stay off the castle grounds until further notice. Date 06/20, whatever this year is. 11:51 a.m. Location Tartarus. Attempted activity villain reforming. Transcript not available. And results no! Cutie marks not attained. Date 06/29, whatever year this is. 11:51 a.m. Location Golden Oak Library. Attempted activity library assistance. Transcript: the Cutie Mark Crusaders began assisting in the Golden Oak Library to assist with my research and work. The various tasks they have partaken in include sorting and filing books, assisting with checking books in and out of the library to patrons, organizing the card catalogs, and other such tasks. End results: a number of books and other items within the Golden Oak Library were misplaced, causing the entire staff of the library and the Cutie Mark Crusaders to re-clean and organize. The Necronomicon is still missing. My dragon assistant, Spike, has requested that the Cutie Mark Crusaders not mess up his system around the library. Cutie marks, negative. Date 07/11, whatever year this is. 4:25 p.m. Location Sweet Apple Acres. Attempted activity Wasp removal. Transcript: a wasp nest was discovered 2 days prior on the farm property of Sweet Apple Acres. The three Fillies devised a plan to remove said wasp and relocate to another location. The wasp nest fell according to their plan, however, landing upon Sweetie Belle. End results: Sweetie Belle had an allergic reaction to multiple wasp stings. Currently recovering. See attachment 6.1 through 6.5. Scootaloo received a black eye from Sweetie Belle flailing around and swinging her hooves. Currently recovering. See attachment 6.6. Wasp nest removed and relocated by professionals. Cutie marks, negative. Date 08/06, whatever year this is. 3:43 p.m. Location Honeyville. Attempted activity Firefighting. Transcript not available. End result: while the Cutie Mark Crusaders attempted to join the Ponyville Fire Department, they were turned away from the Ponyville Fire Station from assisting. The three Fillies talked about starting their own fires to put out with the help of my dragon assistant Spike. The fire chief overheard this and strictly forbade them from doing such. Spike has since vowed to not take part in any of their Cutie Mark attempts. Cutie Mark not attained. Date 08/22, whatever year this is, 12:09 p.m. Location, Ponyville Arcade. Attempted activity, achieving the high score on the arcade game Prance Prance Revolution Extreme. Transcript: all three of the Cutie Mark Crusaders arrived at the Ponyville Arcade to play the video game known as Prance Prance Revolution Extreme, with the goal of achieving a high enough score to rank on the leaderboards. To achieve this, they would need to perform well on the expert setting. Each session costs 4 bits per play and consists of 3 songs selected by the player. During the time playing the game, certain songs were repeated, including Graduation, Love Shine, Sukaru, Breakdown, and Paranoia Survivor. End results: after 5.5 hours in the arcade, the 3 Fillies ran out of money and were unable to score high enough to reach the ranking boards, which are all filled by a player with the initials PDP. All 3 of the Fillies suffered from forming blisters on their hooves, and J-pop stuck in their head for the next 4 days. Cutie Marks negative. Addendum: I currently still have a number of the songs stuck in my head as well. Date 09/18, whatever year this is, 5:36 p.m. Location, Carousel Boutique, Ponyville. Attempted activity, Lucha Libre. Transcript: the Cutie Mark Crusaders, after making homemade outfits, see attachment 7.1 through 7.3, began to narrate and reenact wrestling or lucha libre maneuvers. Apple Bloom's wrestling alter ego was called Aerospace. Sweetie Belle's wrestling alter ego was called Moody Blues. Scootaloo's wrestling alter ego was called Rancid. End result: after an estimated 25 minutes of performing mouth strikes, holds, and throws to each other, Apple Bloom performed a senton bomb onto Sweetie Belle. After such, Sweetie Belle convinced Scootaloo to perform a face heel turn. Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle worked together to perform a double DDT upon Apple Bloom. After this, Apple Bloom was unresponsive, to which Sweetie Belle went to get Rarity. All 3 Fillies were taken to the hospital, where they were treated for non-threatening injuries. 2 pony quins and 1 sewing machine were broken beyond repair. All 3 Fillies were grounded. Credit to Rarity for assisting them with the correct wrestling terms. Cutie Marks negative. Date 10/02, whatever year this is, 11:51 a.m. Location, Everfree Forest. Attempted activity, backpacking/camping. Transcript: the Cutie Mark Crusaders embarked on a backpacking trek through the Everfree Forest. The trek was planned to last 3 days, circling back to Ponyville. End result: event ended the first evening after the campfire grew out of control. Fire is believed to have grown due to an increased use of kindling, numerous sparks of airborne embers popping out of the fire pit, and the use of what Sweetie Belle called vitamin G, gasoline. Fire was contained after 2 days and fully extinguished after 3 days. No structures burned, but sections of the Everfree Forest have since been roped off for all visitors. Damage to the forest is still being assessed, believed to be in the thousands. All 3 Fillies are banned from conservation parks throughout Equestria. Cutie Marks negative. On the date of 10/10, or whatever year this is, all 3 of the Cutie Mark Crusaders finally obtained their Cutie Marks. The series of events started with the Fillies assisting their classmate Pipsqueak in running for student president against another classmate, Diamond Tiara. After Pipsqueak's victory, the Cutie Mark Crusaders comfort a distraught Diamond Tiara and talk to her about her Cutie Mark, one that she claims to not fully understand. With the Cutie Mark Crusaders' help, Diamond Tiara uses her means to improve the school's playground equipment. Upon Diamond Tiara thanking the Cutie Mark Crusaders for their help and friendship, and the realization from Apple Bloom that the Crusaders have been helping other ponies discover their talents, all 3 of the Fillies acquired their Cutie Marks. See attachments 8.1 through 8.3. Date 10/10, whatever year this says, 10:57 a.m. Location, Ponyville Schoolhouse. Attempted activity, assisting other ponies discover their own talents and abilities. Cutie Marks, positive! Addendum, all 3 marks are similar to one another and believed to be connected with one another. The Cutie Marks of the Cutie Mark Crusaders require further study, which is ongoing at this time. It is unknown if the previous attempts to acquire Cutie Marks for the subjects had played a role in the acquisition of their Cutie Marks, currently awaiting results from other studies of similar cases.
Support me on Patreon and Ko-fi, links in the description. Thanks for listening and be sure to subscribe. Good night, every pony.